What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Crypto in 60, your daily crypto bite. And today is one of those days where you're going to want to stick around for every single story. Bitcoin just blasted past $78,000, and the catalyst is huge. Ethereum is flashing a double breakout signal, with analysts throwing out a target that sounds wild, but is backed by real chart data. XRP is quietly showing 4 structural signs of flipping bullish, and a top analyst just broke it all down. Then we've got Capital Group, one of the biggest investment firms on the planet, throwing $747 million more into MicroStrategy. And if that wasn't enough, Tether's USDT just hit a brand new all-time high supply of $188 billion. The institutions are moving, the charts are lining up, and the market is talking. Let's get into it, starting with Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin is pushing past $78,000 right now, and the story behind it is actually really interesting. It's not just random buying pressure. 2 very specific things happened at once. First, the Iran truce got extended, which cooled down a massive source of geopolitical fear that had been hanging over global markets for weeks. And second, institutional demand just refused to stop. Think about this for a second. When big money and good news show up at the same time, that's not a coincidence. That's a setup. Traders who were sitting on the sidelines waiting for clarity are now jumping in, and the short sellers are getting squeezed hard, with liquidations approaching $500 million across the market. Bitcoin is up roughly 2.8% today, and the bulls are clearly back in control. And while Bitcoin is making moves like this, Ethereum just dropped something that might be even more exciting. Now, I know what you're thinking when you hear this. $15,000 for Ethereum? That sounds insane. But hear me out, because this isn't just hype. Analysts are pointing to 2 simultaneous breakout patterns forming on the ETH chart right now. There's a key accumulation zone that's been building quietly, and a wedge formation that's starting to break upward. Both of these patterns together are called a double breakout signal. And historically, when ETH sets these up, it doesn't mess around. Now, the $15,688 target is the extended projection if the full pattern plays out. Is it guaranteed? Of course not. But the fact that the structure is there at all, while ETH is already up 3.6% today, is a sign you really shouldn't ignore. Ethereum is sitting around $2,397 right now, and the next resistance levels are going to be very telling. Now, speaking of charts setting up, XRP's story today might be the one that surprises you most. Market analyst Ali Martinez just dropped a thread that every XRP holder needs to read. He's identified 4 specific structural signs that XRP is shifting from a bearish phase into a bullish one. Now, this isn't someone just saying it's going to go up because they like it. He's talking about a real structural trend reversal showing up on the chart. Things like key support levels holding firm, momentum indicators starting to flip, and the overall market structure shifting in favor of buyers. XRP is currently sitting at around $1.46, up about 1.5% today, but that's almost beside the point. What matters here is the bigger picture change in character that the chart is showing. When a coin that's been under pressure starts showing multiple technical signs of a reversal at the same time, that's worth paying close attention to. Is this the beginning of XRP's next major leg up? The signs are pointing that way, but that's not the only bullish signal in today's news, because Capital Group just made a move that tells you exactly where institutional money is headed. Look, when one of the largest asset managers in the world raises its position by $747 million, you stop and you pay attention. Capital Group just did exactly that with MicroStrategy. And here's why this matters so much. MicroStrategy is essentially a leveraged Bitcoin proxy. It holds massive amounts of Bitcoin on its balance sheet, and its stock price moves with Bitcoin's fortunes. So when Capital Group puts nearly $750 million more into that position, what they're really saying is that they believe Bitcoin is going significantly higher from here. This is not a retail trader betting on a meme coin. This is one of the most sophisticated investment organizations on Earth, making a calculated multi-hundred-million-dollar bet on Bitcoin's future. And they just raised it. That kind of conviction from institutional players is exactly the fuel that sustains long-term bull markets. The big money is not running away from crypto. It's doubling down. And there's one more number from today's news that perfectly captures just how much the world is leaning into digital assets. Tether's USDT just hit a brand new all-time high, circulating supply of $188 billion. And this is actually a massive signal for the entire crypto market. Here's the thing about stablecoin supply. When people are moving money into stablecoins, it means they're keeping capital inside the crypto ecosystem even when they're not actively buying. They're staying ready. $188 billion worth of stablecoins sitting in crypto wallets right now is essentially dry powder. It's capital that can rotate into Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, or anything else at a moment's notice. Tether CEO Paulo Arduino confirmed this milestone personally, and the fact that it's happening right as Bitcoin is pushing past $78,000 and altcoins are waking up is incredibly well timed. The infrastructure for the next big move is being built in real time. More stablecoins means more liquidity. More liquidity means more buying power, and more buying power in a bull market means one thing: higher prices. And that is your daily crypto bite right there. 5 stories that paint a very clear picture of where this market is heading. Bitcoin above $78,000, Ethereum eyeing a historic breakout, XRP flipping bullish, institutions going all in on MicroStrategy, and a record $188 billion in stablecoin fuel ready to fire. This is not financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. But if you want to stay on top of every move the market makes, make sure you subscribe to Crypto in 60 so you never miss your daily crypto bite. We'll see you in the next one.